Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Athletics and Wellness Center on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Earlham men's basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports tonight. The Quakers look to turn the tide after losing to Adrian in their previous game, 62-54. Tonight, it's the Quaker Bowl rivalry as they'll take on the Wilmington Quakers, who come in at 2-1 on the season. Welcome to today's pregame show. Great to have you with us. The Earlham women losing earlier to Wilmington. Talk more about that game a little bit later, but our focus is on the men's game right now as Earlham trying to get back on track after that nice win on the road at Kenyon, but didn't play well against Adrian. They'll try it again here tonight. When we come back in just a couple of moments, we're going to hear from head coach Jason Polikoff and get his thoughts about where his team is at right now as they get set to take on Wilmington here tonight at the Athletics and Wellness Center right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Coach, when you look back at the game the other day against Adrian, how do you describe that? It seemed like it was an awful strange game on both sides.
Yeah, we looked at it and we just said we did our job on the defensive end and didn't do our job on the offensive end. I mean, that's kind of what it boiled down to. We game planned for them defensively. We had some things we thought we could do to stop them from scoring, and we did. I mean, they averaged 82 points per game, and we held them to 62. And that's kind of been our thing. We've been playing really well defensively. We just can't put the ball in the hoop. And, I know we talked a few weeks ago about, how you're going to make up for, losing somebody like Deshar Wilson-Thomas, who, he can score in 17 a game and all that. Well, right now we're not, and we got to figure out a way to make up for it. Yeah, every time we'd go to pull away, we didn't, and then they'd make a little run, and we'd kind of, get back in, and then at the end, we couldn't get the stops when we needed it, and certainly couldn't score when we needed to, and the final result was what it was.
You got off to a great start, though, and when it just seemed like the rhythm was there. You were able to hit those shots early, but then the inconsistency kind of hit you, as you said, it was kind of up and down. When you look at that, is that because you're still just trying to figure out a little bit of identity on this team right now and everybody's trying to fit in those certain pieces?
I think so. I also think, we got off to a nice little start. Offensively, we wanted to get the ball into the paint. We wanted to see if we can utilize our size to our advantage. And then we got in a little foul trouble. So we had to kind of adjust who we brought in the game, so that adjusted our offensive game plan a little bit. Not purposefully. It just ended up happening that way. And we couldn't get the looks that we wanted. To their credit, they also adjusted and they played. They're a good defensive team as well, and it's not all us. They did a good job, but we are still learning. I think part of it is learning who we are, who's the go-to guy, who our identity is offensively. And I think the other part of it is understanding kind of what the defense is giving you, how to read and react to it, and take advantage of it. And we're still learning. We're still learning that piece. But it is early. I mean, we don't like our record where we're sitting, but for the most part, we like most of what we're doing on the court. A 3-point loss to Albion. We're up at halftime against Wabash. This is another close game we thought we could win. So we're playing okay. We're not getting over the hump just yet. And I think once we do, we're going to be pretty darn good team. But we're just not there yet.
They turned the ball over a lot. You guys turned the ball over a lot. It evened out in that area for the most part, but they scored more off of the turnovers than you did. Talk about the turnover aspect, and a lot of them were unforced errors, and I know that drives you nuts as a head coach when you just throw the ball away. Talk about trying to get that ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, so we knew that they cause a lot of turnovers. They don't get a lot of steals. They just force a lot of turnovers because of how aggressive they play defensively. Teams just kind of throw it away. And so we said, we got to take care of the ball. Unfortunately, I think our guys trying to make plays for us, and they weren't all bad. The guys were trying to make plays, and it ended up, unfortunately, in the wrong hands at the end of the play. And because of that, to their credit, again, they took advantage of it. When we turned it over, they came down and took advantage of it. The way we play, very aggressive defensively, we're going to create turnovers. But we have to be able to turn those turnovers into baskets and get easy scores. And that's one of the things I think that we're starting to have to make adjustments. We're going to have to take our defense and create easy scores on offense. And we're still working on that piece,
Coach, I got to ask you, it seemed like, too, it was a really physical game at times, and you kept your composure better than I did, because I thought sometimes Daryl will get inside and he draws that double team, and it seems like just because he's big, they kind of let it go a little bit. What do you say to your team when I know they were a little frustrated at times in some of the foul calls to just try to keep your composure? Yeah,
so this year we're trying to do a much better job, myself included, at trying not to focus on the things we can't control, and if we're worried too much about how the refs are calling the game, then we're not worried about what we need to do. I keep telling them as best as I can, let me handle the refs, let me talk to the refs, you focus on us. And I still have yet to meet a ref who will change the call after I argue about it. So I'm trying to just communicate with them, talk with them. You're right, Daryl, there's a lot of times it at least gives the impression that it looks like it's a foul, but he doesn't get called. I don't know what to do about it. I can complain and all that type of stuff till my face turns blue, but we just got to keep playing, and I think eventually things will even out. They'll get to where they need to go. Fingers crossed.
Do you ever get the feeling that maybe the three of them are Dallas Cowboy fans and they know you're an Eagles fan?
Shout out to my Eagles, who finally won a game this week, by the way, over the Giants. But it's quite possible that they knew that the Eagles are Super Bowl champions, and they.
You ever thought about asking them first before you know?
No, I don't even want to. I just say, how are you? Nice to meet you. Let's have a good game today.
Leave it alone, yeah. Coach, you play a Wilmington team that's off to a pretty good start, and I tell you what, they got at least when you look at the statistics, they've got a team that loves to rebound, they shoot well. You're really going to have your hands full on Wednesday.
Yeah, you know what? It's going to be a fun game because they play very similar to us on the defensive end. They're very aggressive. They'll pick up full court. They'll try to run and jump. That I think that for us, we actually enjoy playing against that more than this kind of packed in that every other team does. Packed in pack line defense, and so it's going to be. We're used to it. We practice against it every single day. It'll be a fun one for us. But they're playing well. I mean, heck, every team we've played so far, except for maybe one, is playing well. So it'll be nothing different, and it'll just be another game to get us prepared for conference play.
Jason Polikoff, again, we talked to him a little bit yesterday about this matchup here today. You think of Wilmington, they're 2-1 coming in. They beat Mount St. Joe by 20. They lose to Marymount, Virginia by 4, and then beat Trinity, Texas by 10. And against Trinity, Kevin Lewis, 17 points and 13 rebounds. Will Patrick had 14, and Deshaun Jackson also with 14. They only shot 29% in that game, but they out-rebounded Trinity 50-33. 22 turnovers as well, so they're a team that will turn the basketball over, but on the other side, they forced 29 turnovers against Trinity as well. We mentioned Kevin Lewis. Watch for him tonight. 18.7 points, 9.3 rebounds, a 5'11 senior. Deshaun Jackson is a 6'2 junior, averaging 12.7 points per game. Will Patrick, a 6'2 senior at 11.3, and Andrew Russell is a 6'7 senior, averaging 8.7 points per game. Here's how the starters will go tonight. First off for Wilmington, a 6'2 senior out of Chester, Pennsylvania, number 3, Will Patrick. Also starting tonight, a 5'11 senior out of Cincinnati is Kevin Lewis. He'll wear number 4. Also a 6'6 sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, Abdul Kanu, 6'6 wearing number 5. In the starting lineup, Peyton Smith, a 6'1 junior out of Cincinnati. He wears number 11. And number 14, Andrew Russell, a 6'7 senior out of Columbus. He wears number 14. So it'll be Patrick, Lewis, Kanu, Smith, and Russell. For the Quakers tonight, Isaiah Ware gets the started guard. He's a 5'10 senior out of Indianapolis. He wears number 10. Quai Ruckers, a 6'5 junior from Cincinnati. He wears number 22. Blake Bonin is a 5'8 junior out of Crown Point, Indiana, wearing number 30. Daryl Hutchison Jr., 6'4 and a senior out of Indianapolis, number 35. And then Connor Hubbard getting the start again tonight, the 6'10 freshman from Osgood, Indiana. He wears number 45. So it'll be Ware, Rucker, Bonin, Hutchison, and Hubbard for the Quakers. We'll come back. We'll tip it off in just a moment. Stay right there. This is Earlham Men's Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sport.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
We're back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. Quakers of Earlham in their home whites. We'll see Wilmington in their traveling dark uniforms here tonight. Earlham again coming in at 1-3. Conference play begins this weekend on the road at Anderson. They'd love to get something going before they head to Anderson this weekend. Of course, Wilmington again at 2-1. So here we go. Rucker will jump it up in the middle for Earlham. So Earlham will attack from left to right. And this is a non-conference matchup here tonight as we continue the Quaker Bowl rivalry. Both teams are set. The officials ready to go as well as they will check around the circle. And we are underway here tonight, and it'll be Wilmington Quaker basketball. Great to have you with us. Boy, Peyton Smith, very lean, long-arm guard. There's a nice give and go inside and an easy 2 on the board for Andrew Russell. And Wilmington gets on the board first here tonight. A lot of pressure put on here by Wilmington as well, and that'll be the case. Quakers will have to handle it of Earlham all night long. Bonin will find where. Rucker at the top will swing it left now to Hutchison. Back to Blake Bonin. Blake will drive, feeds back outside. Rucker in the lane and misses the layup. Hubbard with a rebound, and he travels with it. Late whistle, but the right call as Hubbard drags that pivot foot, and Earlham will turn it over for the first time here tonight. Again, you can follow live stats as we go on GoEarlham.com. Wilmington basketball. That's Patrick on the left wing, gets the screen. Patrick kicks back. Here is Russell for three, missed it. Hubbard with a rebound. Boy, nice thing to have Hubbard in there at 6'10". Gives Earlham a lot of size along with this guy right here. Hutchison draws the double team after losing off the dribble. As he regains possession to Hubbard, left hand no. Gets the rebound, put back, yes, Hubbard with a second effort, and Earlham gets on the board, tied it to apiece. Wilmington wasting no time down the lane and a whistle. They're going to get Hubbard on the foul. Abdul Kanu will go to the line, the 6'6" sophomore from Columbus. One thing Hubbard will eventually learn to do is hold back and try to block that shot instead of drawing the foul as the free throw is on the way and no good. So Kanu will have one more. Second free throw is up and good. Back to a 1-point lead, and Wilmington will press. Earlham able to get it inbounds to Blake Bonin. By the way, the teams haven't met since December of 2008. Isaiah makes the nice move. Rucker spins on the baseline. Reverse layup, good. Nice job there by Q Rucker. Deep in the corner, left side. That is going to be Kanu. Fires and hits it. The guy can step to the outside at 6'6" and hit that three-point shot, and he proved it right there. Each team off to a hot shooting start in this one. Here is Ware. Hubbard. Back to Bonin for three. Short. Long rebound, Hutchison. 15-footer straight away off the back of the iron. The rebound, Wilmington. That was Kanu again, who ended up keeping his balance, not traveling with the basketball. Here's a three on the way again off the back of the iron and falls on the floor as they battle for the loose basketball. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wilmington. Kanu had that wide open three but misses it. Now Peyton Smith will inbound, a fresh 30 on the shot clock, and a quick inbound, the quick release, and the shot's going to be missed by Patrick. Here comes Earlham back the other way, down by 2. Hubbard sets the screen for Ware. This is Rucker. Rucker, little dazzle-do, misses the layup and the rebound by Russell. And here we go the other way, Wilmington with the basketball. Quick pull-up three on the way, no good by Lewis, and the rebound by Hutchison. Up and down the floor we go, quick pace early in this one. Here's Bonin at the elbow, gets the screen from Hubbard. Bonin guarded by a much bigger Andrew Russell at 6'7". Hubbard, the quick hit to Hutchison, baseline shot, good. And Earlham ties it at 6. Earlham got out to a fast start in their game against Adrian, but offensively couldn't keep it going. See if they can do it here tonight. The drive, the scoop shot up and good. There is Peyton Smith. Right underneath the arm of the defender, and we'll see Wilmington press once again here in the full court. Here's Bonin. Lead pass will find Isaiah. Hubbard, down low, layup good. The big 6'10" freshman off to a good start here tonight with the good hands, making the catch, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Wilmington back in the half court. Entry pass to Lewis. And the kick out again to Patrick. Patrick gets a nope. He did not get away with a shove. Thought he was going to get away with it for the moment, but good defense by Blake Bonin. And Wilmington's going to come with 5 new players. It's like hockey. We'll come with 5 new. And we'll pick them up one at a time as we go. One of those will be Jeffrey Mansfield out of Wilmington. He wears number 0. Also in the ball game, Deshaun Jackson. We talked about Jackson a little bit in the pregame. He has entered the lineup. Hutch almost traveling with the basketball. We'll get it to Isaiah Ware. We'll pick up the rest of the Wilmington players as we go. There's a turnover by Earlham. Bad pass that time by Isaiah Ware. Wilmington back the other way. That is Jackson with the basketball. Mansfield works it in the corner. Here's Myers for three, and it's good. That is Colin Myers, a 6'4 sophomore from Oberlin, Ohio. Able to get the bucket there and back to a three-point lead, and there's a traveling call against Earlham. Back-to-back turnovers by the Quakers. So Wilmington basketball, Aaron Mullins is also in, a 5'10 senior out of Columbus, Ohio. So he has checked into the lineup now again for Wilmington. A near steal. Here's Jackson. The quick feed in the corner. Myers, another three. This one is off the mark. Earlham basketball. Here's Bonin. Double teamed in the sideline. Able to get it to Rucker. And Isaiah with the basketball in the left wing nearly loses it. So Earlham will regroup and set it out front now to Bonin. Just over 15 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. Hubbard will swing it now to Ware. Ware sets up for three. Can't get it to fall. The rebound battled for coming out of the hands of B.J. Hamilton, the 6'6 forward out of Pickering, Ohio. Wilmington short jumper on the way is no good. Missed by Mullins. Mullins able to get the rebound as he took it away from Rucker. And a fresh 30 in the shot clock now for Wilmington. Myers in the high post around the perimeter now to Mullins. Earlham stays man-to-man. Entry pass to Myers. And the quick kick out once again to Jackson. Jackson makes his move in the lane. Scoop shot of the way. Good. Boy, Jackson hangs in the air. Gets the bucket to fall. And it's now a 5-point lead. Earlham basketball. Quakers of Earlham will make a couple of changes. We'll see El Dasugi come in. Earlham will also be coming for the first time tonight with Jamel Barnes. Shot clock is at 15. That is Ware. Now to Bonin. Close defense here by Mansfield. Bonin the floater. Good. Blake Bonin. Boy, Blake has that quick release even on that little teardrop that he throws in. And Earlham back to within three. Here's a three on the way. The other way. In and out for Hamilton. Coming away with it. Here's Hutchison. Down in numbers, and Hutch is going to take it himself. Goes to the floor, no whistle. Hubbard with a rebound again, and we've got a whistle and a foul against Wilmington. This should be Mansfield picking up the foul. And how about Hubbard early? Hubbard already with 3 rebounds. Also coming into the lineup for Earlham will be Kenneth Stallings Jr. Earlham making 3 changes in their lineup. Here's Jamel off the inbound, misses the shot from the right wing. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with the Quakers of Earlham, so they'll get a fresh 30 on the shot clock. 13:36 remaining here in the first half. El Dasugi in the handoff, and a quick whistle and a foul against Wilmington. They got Aaron Mullins, the senior guard out of Columbus, Ohio. That'll be team foul number 3 now on Wilmington. And you see the Earlham Quakers will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Intended for El Dasugi. Quickly goes back out of bounds, and Earlham turns it over. Not a well-executed inbound play. Coming out of the line of B.J. Hamilton. Back in will be Andrew Russell. And it will be Wilmington basketball as they'll work against the press as well. Both teams want to get this game up and down the floor here tonight. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. As Myers can't get it to fall. I'm going to take that back. That was actually Russell who can't get the shot to fall. Earlham back the other way. Bonin will find Stallings in the corner for 3. He can't get it. El Dasugi with a rebound. Back to Stallings. Stallings the kick out and a fresh 30 for Earlham. Here's Bonin. Stallings on the left wing against Russell. Stallings now will find Rucker, top of the key. His 3 no good, and Earlham's shooting percentage now starting to fall here in the first half. Wilmington quickly with the pass, getting the ball up the floor into the half court. As we're under the 13-minute mark here in the first half. This is Jackson at the left elbow against Bonin. Gets the screen by Russell. And a whistle And we should have a foul here against Earlham. That may be Blake picking up the foul. Wilmington will come back with Will Patrick and Kevin Lewis. Boy, Lewis is a guy who can really light things up. Quakers of Earlham will have to keep an eye on him throughout the entire night. Earlham generally has done a pretty good job on the opposing team's better players so far this year. That scoop shot up and good with the left hand. And that basket by Patrick, and it's back now to a 5-point lead. We're at the Athletics and Wellness Center here at Earlham. Earlham trying to get a win here before the interconference play. Rucker on the drive, and Rucker is going to be fouled. Boy, I tell you what, Rucker really strong to the basket, and he has a chance for the 3-point play. Will Patrick picks up the foul. That's going to be his second. I think Rucker was thinking about dunking that basketball, and at the last second laid it up off the glass and will go to the line. Back to a 3-point lead, and the free throw's no good. We have a whistle and stoppage of play again. The shot clock is at 28, which I think is right. Earlham will make a change. Thomas Sanborn will come into the lineup. May have been that was probably what it was. Sanborn was ready to check in, and they didn't whistle him in. Here's Jackson with the basketball now for Wilmington. Lewis once again to Russell. Well, there's a lot of quickness out on the floor right now. There's a strong drive, left-hand layup missed by Patrick. Here comes Earlham. Near carry and a little floater good the other way. There is Jamel Barnes out of Muncie Central High School. And Jamel, a spark plug off the bench for Earlham this season. Back the other way we go, and a foul called on the way up. That'll be Kenneth Stallings on the foul. Kevin Lewis is going to go to the free throw line. Well, so far, Earlham shooting at 41%. They're 0 for 4 from three-point range. Wilmington at 40% so far tonight. Quakers out rebounding Wilmington 13-7 here early in this one. Second free throw. You will get them both, and it's back to a 3-point lead. That is Jamel Barnes with the basketball. Will bring it up against Jackson and nearly turning it over. Pass intended near side for Blake Bonin. Another change now for Wilmington as Peyton Smith is back in, and Deshaun Jackson will sit down, the talented junior forward for Wilmington. Earlham inbounding, nearly stolen away by Mansfield. Sanborn with the basketball on the high post, now puts it on the floor against Russell. And we've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Andrew Russell. That'll be team foul number 5 now on Wilmington. So Earlham, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Barnes on the drive, missed it with the left hand. Ball in the lane and picked up by Wilmington's Peyton Smith. And here come the Wilmington Quakers. And once the half-court offense is set up, see who they'll try to work it to now. They got several options to work with. Nice pass inside and a quick release by Lewis. Boy, they make that little backdoor cut. Nobody there to help for Earlham, and an easy layup for Lewis. Lewis now with 4. Canoe has 4. Quaker basketball is Earlham in the half court as well. Neither team able to run a whole lot. Boy, Stallings had the cut into the lane, didn't get it to him. Cross-court pass Stallings. Reverse layup with the left hand. No, falls to the floor and able to come up with it. That'll be Lewis now for Wilmington, and back the other way. Nice catch there by Russell on the baseline, able to save it from going out of bounds, and will kick it back outside. Lewis will turn and a whistle, and that'll stop the clock as we have another foul on Earlham. Kenneth Stallings will pick up the foul. We'll see Hutchison back in. Coming in for Earlham as well will be Anthony Phillips. 5-point lead for Wilmington here in the first half. Wilmington getting 20 seconds off the inbound. Nice play, and boy, I tell you, Barnes got a piece of it. Wilmington wanted a foul call, no whistle. Jamel will find Sanborn. One dribble and back to Hutchison on the right wing. Hutch starts to make a move, can't get it by Canoe. And Earlham will have El Dasugi way out front. Wilmington pushing Earlham out in an area where they don't really want to set up their offense. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Phillips for 3. Got it. Quakers of Earlham get the 3 pointed by Phillips, the freshman, out of Fort Wayne High School. And is back to a 2-point lead. Entry pass down low to Mansfield. Spins in the lane against Sanborn. Basket is good, and he's fouled. That's a tough guard for Sanborn, as Mansfield at 6'2", but very quick. And a strong player down in the low post. He's out of Wilmington, Ohio. And it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. We will take a timeout as well. 9:37 to go here in the first half. Earlham trailing this one 21-17. This is Earlham men's basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
We're back here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. And there you see it, first half, Wilmington to the free throw line. Been a good one so far. Neither team really shooting well, as we said moments ago, as Mansfield will go to the line to complete the three-point play. He will not. Ball will go out of bounds. Jackson is back in, as Mansfield will sit down after missing that free throw. And again, you'll see Wilmington will press. Phillips in the backcourt now for Earlham. They'll run and jump and try to force the action even more. Here's El Dasugi. Hutchison on the baseline. Shot is long. Rebound by Wilmington. That is Peyton Smith. Here's Smith. He's going to take it coast to coast. Layup good. Boy, Smith put his head down and never stopped once he got past half court. Back to a 6-point lead here for Wilmington. Phillips picking up his dribble in the backcourt. That's a no-no. And turning it over for the Quakers is Barnes. And the other way, the shot no good as Peyton Smith. And then yet Wilmington gets it back one more time. Jamel giving up the turnover. And now we've got a moving screen against Jackson of Wilmington. Isaiah Ware will come back in. Rucker coming back in as well. Wilmington will come with Jalen Horton, a sophomore. Horton is out of Pickerington, Ohio. Well, we've seen both teams using several combinations here in the first half, and still a 6-point lead as Ware is going to get bumped. So the foul against Jalen Horton. And that'll put Isaiah Ware to the line for the one and bonus. Earlham has now seen their shooting percentage dip down to 38% here in the first half. And here's Ware. Isaiah getting his first point. And Isaiah back in for number 2. By the way, Rucker 4 points. Hutchison with 2. It is back to a 4-point lead. Here's Jackson losing the basketball. El Dasugi feeds off now to Barnes. Layup good, and the Quakers back to within 2. Wilmington getting careless with the basketball. Jamel coming back to get the steal. In the backcourt. Horton and Hutchison almost able to save that one from going out of bounds. Good hustle by Daryl Hutchison. Put the ball well. They're going to say it is off Daryl. I think that's a pretty easy call right there, though the officials did talk for just a moment. It will be Wilmington basketball. As we're coming up on 8 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. This is Jackson on the left wing, guarded by Barnes. Jackson on the drive and got the roll. Jackson looked like he was going to lay that one off the front of the rim and able to get the last second roll and the bucket by Jackson. Quaker basketball, Earlham down by 4. That is where. Going to look at Wilmington. They are long and athletic. They're going to be tough all night. There's another turnover by Earlham. Earlham now with the 7th turnover the first half. Darrow's going to pick up the foul. Blake Bonin will come back in. So Barnes will sit down for the Quakers. Had the one turnover that cost Earlham a basket, but other than that, came back, played well defensively, able to get that one steal, in which Earlham was able to get an easy bucket. Wilmington into the half court once again. Here's Horton. Lewis, top of the key. Now we'll find Russell. Russell at 6'7", driving against El Dasugi, high off the glass, no, and the ball loose. A whistle in the backcourt, foul against Wilmington. So we will walk to the other end as El Dasugi will go to the line. Foul's going to be called against Abdul Kanu. That'll be his first. Team foul number 8 now against Wilmington. And again, El Dasugi at the line for Earlham. And he missed it. Boy, got to hit those one and bonuses. You get a chance to get some free points. So Wilmington basketball once again. Here's Kanu. Lewis hasn't heated up so far. Here's a long-range 3 by Russell. That one rims in and out. El Dasugi with a rebound as Blake falls to the floor. El Dasugi will find Rucker. And Rucker has it knocked away, but a whistle and a foul call. Kanu's going to pick up his second. And here is Rucker at the free throw line for Earlham. Rucker 4 points, 2 of 5 tonight. A couple of changes again for Wilmington, as we will see Colin Myers, number 30, check into the lineup. B.J. Hamilton, 6'6" forward, back in as well, and the free throw is no good again. So the Quakers have, Earlham essentially given up 4 points right there. Under the 7-minute mark now here in the first half. This is Lewis. Now Jackson. Lewis will receive once again. Blake Bonin on the guard. They're trying to post up underneath, but there's a 3 on the way. That's way off the mark that time by Lewis, but a rebound as Horton turns and fires and misses another one, and the shot clock was down to 0. That was a very bad possession there for Wilmington. So Earlham will face the press again. Blake came very close to going out of bounds and trying to come back in to get that basketball. He'll feed underneath to Hutchison. Now it's El Dasugi. Basket is good, and El Dasugi is fouled. Team foul number 10 now on Wilmington. Foul's going to be called against Kanu, I believe. They have number 5 on the board. Coming out of the lineup will be Jalen Horton. He will sit down for Wilmington, and El Dasugi can't hit the free throw. The Quakers have missed 2 1 bonuses, and then they can't finish out the potential three-point play. Jackson, right wing. Off the screen will be Patrick. Patrick against El Dasugi. Shot clock at 15. Still plenty of time here for Wilmington as they'll reset it now to Smith. Smith off the drive, high off the glass. Good. That's a tough guard right there for anybody. Long arms and the basket again for Wilmington. Back to a 4-point lead. Here's Bonin off the screen from Rucker. El Dasugi out front, loses it, gets it back, drives in the lane, short on the shot. Rucker with a rebound. Rucker gets tied up, and what do we have? They may say that Wilmington touched the basketball out of bounds, so Earlham will get it back. And a fresh 30 now for Earlham. Now the two officials now will discuss it. I think they're going to keep it right here, but 23 seconds will be put on the shot clock. The inbound, Hutchison, he got blocked from behind by B.J. Hamilton. Wilmington basketball. Here come the Wilmington Quakers on the run. Nice feed inside, layup good by B.J. Hamilton. Boy, they can run the floor. Ball loose, turnover Earlham. Ball tipped away by Isaiah Ware, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wilmington, so Earlham turning it over again. Jason Polikoff not happy with his backcourt play as Earlham another turnover. And we're just over 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. This is Patrick, three-pointer on the way. No. El Dasugi with a rebound. Boy, Patrick has kind of a different rotation on that basketball. Isaiah gets bumped down the floor, got Jackson in the air. Jackson went down hard, as did Isaiah, and a foul call against Wilmington. It wasn't Jackson, he went flying. Boy, if they give that to Jackson, I'm thinking, wow, I bumped him all the way down the floor, and wait till then. As we will see Isaiah go back to the free throw line. Here's Barnes back in for Bonin. Mansfield will come in as well, and leaving the ball game will be Jackson. We will see Hubbard come back in. Hubbard playing well early, 4 rebounds. Quakers out rebounding Wilmington. When I say Quakers, I mean the Earlham Quakers now by 5. We just continue seeing players coming in and out. Emmanuel Opku will come in. He's out of Ivory Coast, Africa. He is 6'7". So more size again for Wilmington. Second free throw is no good. Boy, Earlham continues to struggle from the free throw line. So Wilmington basketball. This is Mansfield on the high post again to Myers. Shot clock at 13. Myers from 16. Good. Well, they found the open man again. And Earlham down as Rucker will find Hubbard out front now to be Ware. Ware gets the screen. Hubbard rolls. Doesn't get the basketball. They'll go to Stallings, and he'll hit the short jumper. And Stallings with the basket. Back the other way, and we've got a whistle and a foul as Wilmington attacking the rim again. That's going to be Will Patrick. Hubbard's going to pick up the foul, so Hubbard picks up his second. He has 2. Stallings has 2. 2 for Patrick and 2 for Canoe in the Wilmington lineup, the only players in foul trouble. Both teams just above the 30 percentile in shooting. Has not been a pretty game from the shooting standards here tonight, but still both teams getting up and down the floor. Ware, you're going to feel this one by the time it's all done. There's not a whole lot of breaks. Each team attacking the other one, as you would expect in this rivalry that they've set up, and Earlham nearly turns it over again. Rucker weak with the basketball, and Barnes, I think they were expecting Barnes maybe a backdoor cut. We've made it into the 4-minute mark. Nice inbounds to Ware. Here's Stallings from 13. No. Rebound Rucker. Rucker triple team will find Barnes. Quakers get a fresh 30. Here is Ware on the drive. Hubbard back to Rucker. Swings it near side. Barnes for 3. Good ball movement by Earlham to find the open man on the near side. And Earlham back to within 3. Neither team able to get a whole lot of separation so far. Smith, the kick out. The 3 by Myers. He answers. Wilmington coming right back with a 3 of their own. Here's Ware gets the screen for Rucker. Hubbard on the high post, and Hubbard throws it right at the official. I think he thought the backdoor cut was going to be there, but decided that maybe the player was going to come back to the outside wing, and he didn't. So Earlham another turnover. That'll be number 9 in the first half. And Wilmington will inbound. There's the Quaker trap. And a foul call against Barnes, I do believe, and that will put Peyton Smith to the line. 3:02 remaining in the first half. Quakers will make a change as we'll see El Dasugi come in for Hubbard. Blake will come back in as well, and we'll see a change here for Wilmington as Andrew Russell will check into the lineup. As we said, this is Peyton Smith, the junior guard out of Cincinnati. Smith leading the way, 6 points tonight for Wilmington. Now make it 7. Earlham shooting 43%. Wilmington has now seen their shooting percentage go up to 47%. And Earlham again off the inbound. Here's Blake Bonin. Boy, ridden down the floor by Kevin Lewis. Bonin with Rucker on the high post. Here's Ware. Stallings will find El Dasugi. They're looking for the high-low, nothing there. El Dasugi back to Rucker. His fadeaway jumper is not going to be close, but they're going to call a foul against Peyton Smith. Now they're going to change that. That's actually going to be Myers who's going to pick up the foul. So here is Q Rucker at the line for Earlham. Back to a 7-point lead. Halftime, we'll run down those first half numbers for you and take a look at how things have turned out statistically both ways. Earlham missing another free throw. Quakers are now 4 of 10 from the free throw line here in the first half. Wilmington back in the half court. Here's Russell from 15. Yes. 9-point lead now for Wilmington. That 9-point lead might be the biggest lead we have seen so far here tonight. Isaiah back to Bonin. Blake's been quiet lately. Thought about the 3. They cover him up as Blake will drive. Here's Stallings. Ware. 14 on the shot clock. Back to Stallings. Stallings. Turnaround jumper. No. Tipped up, and will they keep it? No. Over the back against Earlham and maybe El Dasugi. No, they're going to get Rucker instead. So Rucker picks up the foul, and we'll walk to the other end again and shoot free throws. Here's Mansfield. Largest lead for the Quakers was 1 early. This is the largest lead of the ball game right here for Wilmington. Now they've got it to 10. Earlham hasn't scored a basket in the last 2 minutes. Second free throw is good. Got a nice roll. So now your lead at 11 right before halftime is the inbound now to Bonin. Well, they'll chase all over. Blake, Rucker. Rucker gets the layup. Nice job. Blake will get the assist. Rucker able to finish. And Rucker leading the Quakers in scoring along with Jamel Barnes with 7. Earlham back to within 9 as we come up on 1:30. Boy, near steal by Stallings. Got a hand on it. Wilmington back the other way, and then Stallings will come in and reject that one out of bounds. Mansfield was going up thinking he had an easy layup. Of course, he's talking to the official wanting to know why there wasn't a foul. Rucker sent that one into the stands on a line. 1:26 remaining in the first half. Off the inbound, and we've got a whistle and a moving screen. It may be Peyton Smith. I'll take that back. It's Mansfield instead. I won't guess anymore who gets the foul, but it looks always like the guy closest to the basketball. Here is Jackson Todd, a 6'1 freshman out of Mansfield, Ohio. He checks in for the first time tonight for Wilmington. Earlham again on the inbound. Blake will work against pressure all night long. Boy, there's another reach right there. No call against Lewis. And Bonin's going to fire the three and miss it. Had that quick release. And a foul in the backcourt against either Rucker or El Dasugi. Now, I know it's got to be one of those two. There are only two in the area. It's going to be Rucker's second. And so we will head back to the free throw line. Myers will go to the line, trying to give Wilmington the 10-point lead once again. Their largest lead was 11. Earlham has had the lead just once. That was back at the 18-20 mark. Second free throw. Got the nice roll and back to an 11-point lead. Coming back in for the Quakers will be Daryl Hutchison. Hutchison with just 2 points, 1 of 5 shooting in the 12 minutes he has played so far. And we are coming up on 1 minute remaining in the first half. Well, there's another reach. I'm a little curious why they won't call that. There's a definite contact made. They don't want hand checking and such, but boy, reaching across a player's body too. El Dasugi has the ball tipped from behind. Earlham turns it over. That is turnover number 11 on Earlham. Wilmington now with 40-plus seconds remaining, now under the 40-second mark here in the first half. Here's Lewis at the elbow, gets the screen by Myers. Lewis down the lane, misses the layup. Bonin comes away with it. Quakers in transition the other way. Isaiah drives, reverse layup, good. Pretty play by Isaiah Ware. They can turn the shot clock off, and now Wilmington will play for the last shot of the first half. Good look at Smith. Smith with the crossover, the drive, and a whistle. And they're still going to say there's 4 seconds remaining. So we will reset our clock as well. That foul is going to be called against Isaiah Ware, and that's going to put Smith at the line with just over 4 seconds remaining. Back to a 10-point lead. Smith now with 9. Second free throw is short. Quakers of Earlham still have a chance. Here's Bonin on the run. The floater no good, and that's going to do it for the first half. We have gone up and down in this one. And Wilmington at one point had an 11-point lead. They will go into the locker room with a 10-point lead. We'll come back with your halftime numbers in just a few moments. Stay right there. This is Earlham Men's Basketball at Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com. Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Are you looking for the right place to work out? A place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out of Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
We're at halftime here at the Athletics and Wellness Center, 44-34. Earlham trailing by 10. The first half numbers brought to you by your Richmond area Subway. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Wednesday of the turkey breast, Thursday of the Italian BMT, and Friday the tuna. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Let's start first off for Wilmington. They ended up 15 of 33 in the first half, good enough for 45%. They were only 3 of 13 from three-point range and 11 of 15 from the line. Finished with 20 rebounds, 8 assists, 13 personal fouls, and 4 turnovers in the first half of play. They were led in good balanced scoring. Myers with 10, Smith with 9, Patrick with 3, Lewis with 4, Canu with 4. Russell with 4, Mansfield 4, 2 by Hamilton in the first half. For Earlham, 44% as they were 14 of 32 shooting. They were 2 of 7 from three-point range, good enough for 29%, but only 4 of 10 from the line, 40% in the first half. 11 turnovers. So you talk about the amount of turnovers combined with the 6 missed free throws, and Earlham would have been right in this ball game. And not that they're out of it right now, but a 10-point deficit, but still some missed opportunities for the Quakers. The rebounding department, 23 rebounds for Earlham, 20 for Wilmington. 7 offensive rebounds for Earlham. Bench points, 20 for Wilmington, 14 for Earlham. And other than that, 10 assists for the Quakers of Earlham, 8 assists for Wilmington in the first half. Earlham led in scoring by Jamel Barnes with 7, Rucker with 7, Ware with 5, 2 by Bonin, Hutchison with 2, Hubbard with 4, Stallings with 2, Phillips with 3, El Dasugi with 2 in the first half. And by the way, 4 rebounds by El Dasugi, 4 by Hutchison, and 4 by Hubbard, leading the Quakers in the rebounding department in the first half of play. When we come back, we'll check out the latest college basketball scoreboard in Top 25 action coming up in just a couple of moments right here. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this.
At Harrington Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
We're back at the Athletics and Wellness Center here on the campus of Earlham College. We're in halftime, 44-34. Let's get you caught up on the top 25 men's college basketball scoreboard tonight. Number 24, Maryland, trailing number 4, Virginia, 39-30. That's at halftime. Number 6, Tennessee, leading Eastern Kentucky 90-60 in the second half. Also, number 8, Auburn, leading St. Peter's 24-10 in the first half. And number 16, Ohio State, now trailing Syracuse 36-33 in the second half. Still to come tonight, number 11, North Carolina, playing at number 7, Michigan. That game will tip off at around 9:30. Monmouth is at number 10, Kentucky, and number 19, Purdue tonight. They play on the road at number 15, Florida State. Women's college basketball right now, number 2 Connecticut leading number 16 DePaul 78-51. 6th-rated Mississippi State on top of Little Rock 25-18. Number 10 Texas beat Texas San Antonio 98-54. This one in the fourth quarter now, number 18 South Carolina leading Dayton 53-51. 22nd-rated Marquette on top of Milwaukee in the first quarter, 25-13. Also in the first quarter, South Dakota leading number 23 Iowa State 13-9. A final now between number 24 Drake and Creighton. Drake wins that one 85-69, and number 25 Kentucky now beating Morehead State 87-57. In the NBA third quarter, Philadelphia leading New York 73-51. At halftime, Charlotte 55, Atlanta 49. In the second quarter, Brooklyn 34, Utah 33, New Orleans 23, Washington 15. Dallas on top of Houston 21-18. Chicago 22, Milwaukee 15 in the first quarter. Also in the first quarter, Minnesota on top of San Antonio 22-14. And Oklahoma City now leading Cleveland in the first quarter 13-10. Orlando's at Portland, Phoenix at L.A. to take on the Clippers. And by the way, for Purdue football fans, they're probably happy that Jeff Brom has said he will not take the job at Louisville. He will return to Purdue as the head coach of the Boilermakers. So you're caught up on all the college scores and the NBA tonight. And we'll take a break. We will come back in a few moments. Stay right there as we will bring you the second half. It is Earlham trailing Wilmington 44-34. We'll have that second half right here on Radio Troy Digital Sport.
At Earlham College, we all share something special.
We care about each other and the world we're building together.
We meet on the Heart, the center of campus, where we hang out and support each other's endeavors.
You won't find fraternities or sororities here. We value an inclusive community that embraces our individual and cultural differences.
Prepare to get involved. We are community builders, status quo challengers, and advocates for social change.
That's our community. That's Earlham.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, Call 765-935-8905.
We're ready for the second half as Earlham trails it by 10. We want to remind you, as always, check out Earlham's website, goearlham.com, for all the latest Earlham sports information, schedules, rosters, pictures, and much, much more. GoEarlham.com. You can also follow along tonight. Live stats, again, GoEarlham.com. We are ready for the second half as Earlham will have the basketball to begin the next 20 minutes of play. Quakers trying to get a win here after losing their last game here against Adrian. But tonight a Wilmington team that long, athletic, and they can really defend, and there's another ball that's knocked out of bounds. That gives you an idea that they get in the passing lane, you're going to have to really do a good job in the passing department getting the ball where you want it, as Patrick nearly came up with the takeaway. Here's Blake Bonin. And always about adjustments to begin the second half. Let's see who adjusted better. Hubbard to Bonin. Blake will drive in the lane, feeds to Darrell. Darrell, he goes in and scores. Nice job by Hutchison. And Wilmington pushing it the other way. Here's a three. That's good. Answering the call is Kevin Lewis. Boy, there's not much you can do about that. That's pretty good transition defense. Quakers know of Earlham. They got to get back in time, but still Lewis buries the three. Hubbard down in the high post. Here's Bonin. Bonin driving down the lane, nearly stolen away. Where the floater? No. Rebound tipped. Here's Hubbard. Hubbard gets it to go. Hubbard with the offensive rebound, the putback. Hubbard playing well again here tonight. The drive down the lane. Hubbard may have gotten a piece of it. That gets stuck between the rim and the backboard off the shot by Kevin Lewis. The possession arrow in favor of Wilmington. And so Wilmington will have a fresh 30 and will inbound the basketball. Coming off the inbound, shooting it long is Patrick. Offensive rebound, reverse layup, good by Canoe. And Earlham's going to call a timeout right here. Jason Polycop doesn't like what he sees on that one. That said Wilmington, but is actually Earlham getting the timeout. We will take a timeout as well as Earlham. We'll get a talking to right here. This is Earlham Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Well, now the two officials will get together. I'm not sure if that is the shot clock or not. It's back at 30 where it should be. So after Wilmington beats Earlham to the boards, Earlham got a quick timeout. And Earlham struggling against the press. Here's Ware to Hutchison in the lane, gets bumped, and a blocking foul called against Wilmington. It will not send Darrell to the line, though, so it was apparently not on the shot. We haven't seen who the foul is called on officially yet, as Bonin in the corner of the release and the three. Back now to an 8-point lead. Blake, boy, is such a quick release, maybe quicker than anybody you're going to see, especially at the Division III level. Wilmington basketball as they work it to Canoe. He drives down the lane, a whistle, and a foul called on Hubbard. Hubbard's going to pick up his third. One thing about Hubbard, he's just going to have to learn on the fly, as Earlham has put him in the lineup now, starting 2 straight games, as Canoe will step to the free throw line. I think it's good for the young man. Learning the speed of the game is different than what he went up against in high school. Second free throw is on the way. It is no good, and Hubbard there for the rebound. Hubbard now with, 6 boards here in tonight's matchup. Earlham basketball, Hubbard on the high post. 18:01 to go as we continue to move along here in the second half. That's Isaiah Ware. 8 on the shot clock. Ware bouncing to Hutchison. Got bumped, shot short, rebound by Russell. Back the other way. Nice drive and missing the shot, though, as Peyton Smith got out of control. And Earlham basketball. Bonin gets the screen from Hubbard. Bonin has a strip from behind by Lewis. Lewis the other way on the break and slams it with 2 hands. The turnover leading to points here for Wilmington. And Earlham down by 11 here in the second half. Bonin left wing. Takes the screen from Hutchison. Hutch will back his man down, and we've got a whistle and a foul call. Darrell trying to back his man down on the block. In fact, he was outside the block by about 2 or 3 feet. He'd really rather receive that ball down around the block area. Foul's going to be called against Peyton Smith. Rucker, and we've got a quick foul on Rucker. It's either going to be Will Patrick or Peyton Smith. It's going to be Patrick, the senior guard out of Chester, Pennsylvania. So Blake will inbound, 20 on the shot clock. Rucker high, and he tried to lay it off the front of the rim on the dunk and couldn't do so, but I think he's going to get fouled from behind, and that's going to be the foul on Wilmington's. If they got Patrick, that'll be his 3rd. Q may have started his jump toward the basket a little bit earlier than he intended as he missed another free throw, and Earlham continues to struggle from the line. They're now 4 of 11 from the free throw line. So Rucker back in for number 2. Still an 11-point lead for Wilmington, and he missed them both. So Earlham now 4 of 12 from the line, 8 missed free throws. Here's Smith. Good look at Russell and the handoff to Jackson. Back to Russell. They'll swing it left side. Shot fake drive and another foul call, and that'll put Canoe to the line. Boy, athletic and long is Canoe. 6'6", not a lot of meat on those bones, but boy, he's got a lot of length. And we head to the free throw line once again. Now Wilmington hitting their free throws. Earlham not. 13 of 18 from the line. Canoe now with 8, make it 9. He got a nice roll there. And now a 13-point lead as Earlham on the inbound. Here comes the pressure again. Ware back again. Here is Hutchison, baseline shot, good. Give the assist to Blake Bonin. And Earlham down by 11. Canoe with a crossover and the drive and a foul call. Boy, Canoe tough to stop. Lewis has 9, Canoe has 9, Smith has 9, Myers with 10. That's a pretty good balanced scoring. Foul's going to be against Rucker. That is his 3rd. .21 seconds on the shot clock and the inbound, and we've got a foul on the screen. That's going to go against, I think, Canoe. So Canoe picks up the foul. Turnover for Wilmington. Colin Myers will come back in, the sophomore from Oberlin. And Canoe will sit down. And Earlham on the inbound again. This will be something they're going to see the entire way in this one, is that press. Those long arms of Peyton Smith. Bonin on the dribble. Takes it baseline. Finds El Dasugi. Ball loose. Here is Stallings, who is checked in. Stallings will drive, and they're going to get him for the travel. Turnover number 13 now in Earlham. And Wilmington basketball once again, as we have 16 minutes remaining in this one. Jackson down the lane, shoots and scores, got it off the glass. Boy, he was right in position to rebound if he missed it. And Earlham back down by 13. That 13 is the biggest lead of the ball game. A couple of times now by Wilmington. Hutchison back once again to Ware. The screen by Hutch, and Ware will find Hutchison posting up. Here is Stallings from 16. Can't get it to go, and a rebounding foul as Hutchison able to sneak in between two Wilmington players. That is only the 5th team foul. Mansfield back in for Wilmington. Patrick could take that back. That is Lewis, who will sit down. Also coming into the ball game will be Aaron Mullins. Coming out of the lineup will be Peyton Smith. Quaker basketball. Bonin coming off that screen. Bonin will spin. Has it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay Quaker basketball, so Earlham will have 24 on the shot clock. That is Blake inbounding. Gets it to El Dasugi in the easy layup. Well, it looked like it was going to develop in time, and Earlham stayed patient just in front of the 5-second call. By the way, that last foul was Kevin Lewis, who picked up his 4th. Here's Jackson on the right wing. Drives against Blake. Off the glass, good. That's tough guard there for Blake. He's going to need some help on that backside. It came, but a little bit too late. Jackson, very strong player at 6'2". So Earlham basketball, El Dasugi between the circles. Still 18 on the shot clock. This will be Ware on the spin. Loses it. Turnover, Earlham. Earlham now with their 14th turnover. Here's Mullins. And a turnover the other way. Stallings with the steal, and Stallings with the layup. And Earlham's going to get a timeout on this one. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Wilmington on top of this one, 58-47. This is Earlham men's basketball in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
Here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. By the way, the Earlham Quakers on the road open up conference play as they will travel to Anderson. That's a 3 o'clock tip-off time on Saturday afternoon. Boy, right into conference play for Earlham. They want to get a win here today and have a little bit of momentum going into that contest. But Wilmington so far has stopped every charge that Earlham has put toward him here tonight. Here's Jackson. Nice feed inside. Ball knocked out of bounds as Stallings able to get a hand on it. B.J. Hamilton, number 20, has come back into the lineup now for Wilmington. And that'll be a traveling call against Wilmington. That's only their 7th turnover. I mentioned Earlham has turned it over, what they say, 14 times now. Earlham still holding a 4-rebound advantage, 28-24. Jamel Barnes is checked in for Earlham. Also coming in for Earlham is Anthony Phillips. This is El Dasugi. Will swing it to Stallings and hits the 3. Kenneth Stallings Jr., the 3-pointer, and Earlham back with an 8. Earlham pressing themselves, see if they can get Wilmington to turn the ball over. That is Mullins. Crossover Mullins will feed it to Jackson. High arcing 3 on the way, good. Boy, that's a nice shot right there by Jackson. And Earlham back down by 11. Well, Earlham comes back and Wilmington answers the call again. Jackson with 11, 5 of 5 shooting. There is the drive by Barnes. Tried to draw the foul. It goes out of bounds. Wilmington thought it was off of Barnes. It's going to stay right here with 21 on the shot clock. Boy, Jackson's put together a nice game. 5 of 5 overall, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line, 11 points. Myers has 10. They're leading the way for Wilmington. Quakers right now, 7 by Barnes, 7 by Rucker, and Stallings Jr. with 7. Hutchison with 6. Each team pretty balanced scoring so far. Here's Hutchison. Got away with the travel, the drive, and Hutchison has it blocked. Wilmington basketball. Quickly back the other way in transition. Jackson looking to his left. Posting up underneath is Myers. Jackson, pull back, shot on the way. No, his first missed shot. And a rebounding foul will be called inside. Or is it going to go against El Dasugi? And it is. Well, maybe it was against Barnes. The clock is a little slow on telling us who the foul is on. It's going to be Barnes picking up his second. I thought maybe they got El Dasugi. Here's Mansfield on the drive and traveling call. Turnover again for Wilmington. That is their 8th turnover. Change again for Wilmington as Peyton Smith will come in and Aaron Mullins will sit down. Barnes will inbound. Stallings able to make the move up the right sideline. Phillips reversing it. El Dasugi. The drive. El Dasugi hangs and a whistle and a foul. So Tariq will go to the line. Boy, Earlham, look at the line. 4 of 12 tonight. They have missed 8 free throws. See if El Dasugi can change that right here. That's only 33% from the line. I think they're talking about the possession arrow right now and see whose possession it is. And Gary Eagles, longtime scorekeeper here at Earlham and also Richmond High School. So after the delay here, we're waiting to get this free throw there. They switched the arrow, so the arrow is in favor of Earlham now. And here's El Dasugi at the line. There you go. Back to a 10-point lead. El Dasugi now with 4. And he gets them both. That's the first time that's happened tonight where the Quakers able to go to the line and get both. The lead is now at 9. Earlham's press really not bothering Wilmington. This is Jackson. Hamilton trying to post up against El Dasugi. Jackson in the lane. Nothing there. Kicks it outside to Smith. Smith taking the screen. In fact, real careful there. Hamilton on the move. Inside Jackson. Nice job using the backboard and the rim for the reverse layup. Back to an 11-point lead as the ball will go out of bounds. And Earlham's going to call the timeout. I'm not sure that Darrell meant to call the timeout, but it is going to be a timeout by Earlham. We will take a timeout as well. 12:10 remaining in the second half of the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Wilmington leads it by 11.
Mendenhall's True Value in Richmond is your local source for the things you need at home or your business every day. Everything from hardware, tools, carpet cleaner rentals, window and screen repair, lawn and garden supplies, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. It's all in one place at Mendenhall's True Value Hardware, right around the corner at 125 Southwest 5th Street in Richmond. Give them a call for more information at 962-4842. After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
Well, Earlham got the timeout. We mentioned, I'm not sure they wanted it, but Darrell kind of looked at the official like, why are you giving us the timeout? But somebody must have heard something there. So Earlham had a chance to get a break there and talk about it. By the way, Earlham has listed no timeouts remaining on the official score sheet. Wilmington still listed with 3. Earlham basketball. Here is Stallings inside now to Hutchison. Nice power move and scores. Good job there by Darrell. Boy, he's big and strong, just not very tall at about 6'3". That is Peyton Smith. Here's Russell. Ball loose, picked up again by Smith. Nearly turning it over as Wilmington very sloppy with the basketball. Still 13 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Jackson, fancy move there, goes between the legs. High arcing jumper again, no good. The rebound by Stallings. Here come the Quakers. Here's Barnes. He'll find Darrell in the corner. El Dasugi for 3. Yes! El Dasugi with the 3. That's a big bucket right there for Earlham. It pulls them back to within 6, just over 11 minutes remaining. Here's Lewis straight away. This is Russell at the wing, and once again it'll be Lewis. Russell moving down low, and now he's going to come back in the drive, and the shot no good by Lewis. He wanted a foul call. Here's Barnes back the other way, and a whistle as Barnes goes hard to the floor, and Jamel will go to the line for 2 shots. So Earlham able to do a little fast break offense. Earlham has outscored Wilmington 23-19 here in the second half, and here's Barnes at the line. This is the first time that Jamel has been to the free throw line here tonight. The sophomore out of Muncie Central High School, and he hits the free throw. Earlham's bench scoring has been big tonight. 27 points off the bench. Wilmington with 29 off their bench. Earlham still leading in the rebound category, 30-26. So Jamel back in for number 2. And it's a 4-point ball game. Here's Jackson off the lead pass across the timeline, and Jackson now will back it up once again near midcourt, guarded by Barnes. Here's Russell. Back to Jackson, wide open 3, and in and out. And coming away with it for the Quakers is Phillips. Well, that one was nearly a huge bucket there for Jackson. And a lot of contact, and we have a jump ball. It'll stay with Earlham. Peyton Smith in there along with Earlham's Jamel Barnes. And now the players jawing a little bit. Get some extracurricular activity. Peyton Smith, Jamel Barnes gets the crowd fired up a little bit. Earlham crowd likes it. Wilmington has brought a crowd here as well, so both the teams voicing their disapproval or approval, whichever way you like it. There you see the Quaker huddle. I don't think any technicals have been called. I think just some words exchanged, and of course things got a little hairy when both players went to the floor and everybody fighting for a loose basketball. I would imagine it's going to be a warning right here. In fact, they're going to bring Jamel over. They're going to bring Peyton Smith over and pretty much give him a warning right there. Of course, those two aren't going to back down from either one, so I don't know if anything was accomplished or not, but they got the warning. That puts a little fire into the game as well. Just over 10 minutes remaining, and it's a ball game now after Earlham had been trailed by as many as 13. Starlings near the sideline. Entry will find Hutchison. Darrell drives, lost it, turnover Earlham. 3-on-2 break the other way, and the foul called against Jamel Barnes. And now emotions are starting to take over both ways. Now the decision is, was it an intentional foul? I don't think it was. But boy, you can see Wilmington really getting fired up, and of course they're going to tell him to sit down on the bench eventually. Three officials will really have to get control of this. Jamel's going to leave the ball game as Ware is back in. And Jamel talking with Coach Polikoff right now and explaining what happened. And all that Jason can do is just have him calm down a little bit. He's going to need him the rest of this ball game. And there's a foul against Earlham's Anthony Phillips. Earlham just picked up, I believe, team foul number 6. 10:05 remaining. We haven't played a whole lot of basketball in the last couple of minutes. This could get interesting in the last 10 minutes of action. Here's Jackson at the top. Lewis. Russell will give it off now to Smith. Smith one dribble. And once again, here's Russell. Back to Lewis. The crossover, the spin off the glass. No. And Earlham comes away with it. Stallings, and we've got a whistle in the backcourt against Jackson. And so the Earlham crowd giving it back to the Wilmington crowd. Jamel Barnes set to come back in. So Jamel gets a hand from the crowd. They like his fire. Jackson leaving the ball game now for Wilmington. That'll bring Jackson Todd back in. And here's Al Dasugi at the line. We'll try to make this a 2-point ball game. 9 team fouls now on Wilmington, and Earlham misses another free throw. They have not shot it well. At least they've got it up around 50%, but it's been a struggle tonight from the line. Boy, nice catch down low by Russell. Russell in the lane, jump hook on the way, got the nice soft touch. He made a great catch one-handed on that pass as well. Back to a 4-point lead. Isaiah across the timeline. Here's Barnes. Hutchison between the circles looking for Ware. Isaiah back once again to Stallings. They'll look inside to Hutchison. Skip pass. Ware bypasses the 3. Back to Barnes. Releases. Misses short. There were 7 on the shot clock, and the rebound by Canoe. So now Wilmington back with the basketball, leading it by 6 here in the second half. Here's Lewis. Lewis pulls up from 3, misses it, and the rebound underneath. That's going to be Russell with a rebound, but they may get El Dasugi on the foul, or they get Barnes. It's going to be Barnes. So Jamel picks up the foul. That is going to be his 3rd. Earlham just picked up their 7th foul, so we go to the line now for the 1 and bonus for Russell. Russell 6 points, first trip to the free throw line, and he missed it. Boy, that's only their 6th miss, but still a lot of misses from the line here tonight. El Dasugi back to Barnes. He took the bump and a foul call. So now we're double bonus here for Earlham. And Jamel Barnes at the line. Barnes 9 points, 2 of 2 from the line. Quakers now shooting 49% here in this one. Wilmington at 48%. Ouch. Boy, Earlham's going to look back at the missed free throws. It's 8 of 18 now. 10 misses from the line here tonight for Earlham. Second free throw's on the way. That one is perfect. Back to a 5-point lead. Wilmington beating the trap, and there's a travel. Canoe with a travel. I mentioned these two teams haven't played since 2008. Last time they got together, Wilmington won that matchup 75-48. A little different story here tonight. Very close game after Wilmington had gotten a 13-point lead. That was back at the 16-21 mark. Earlham has made a nice run, but haven't been able to get over the hump yet. Here's Ware. Hutchison, top of the key. Back to Ware. 9 on the shot clock. El Dasugi drives baseline, throws it inside, and it goes out of bounds. Barnes the last to touch it. I'm not sure what Earlham was trying to accomplish on that possession, but that was not a very good offensive possession for the Quakers of Earlham, as Myers will come back in now for Wilmington. Boy, Peyton Smith got away with a little shove against Jamel Barnes again, as those two continue to go at each other here tonight. Boy, Isaiah's in trouble right there. He's got a much bigger player on him, but a turnover. Here come the Earlham Quakers back the other way. Missed layup, tip up, no, and a whistle. Hutchison missed the first one. Barnes tried to tip it in, and a foul called on Wilmington. So Jamel back to the line. Earlham 9 of 19 from the free throw line. For Jamel tonight, he is 3 of 4 from the line. Now make it 4 of 5. And Earlham back to within 4. Jackson will come back in now for Wilmington. Out of the ball game, Jackson Todd, the freshman out of Mansfield. Second free throw now by Barnes. And the Quakers miss yet another one. So now Earlham 10 of 21 from the line. Nice pass inside. Reverse layup missed, though, by Russell. That was a heck of a pass by Smith. Russell tried to go underneath the basket, left it short. Here's Ware on the drive, back to El Dasugi. And it'll be Hutchison. Quakers still have 17 on the shot clock. Hutchison looking inside to El Dasugi, pulls up from 17, missed it. Rebound battle for, and right there is Stallings to lay it in. It is a 2-point ball game. Wilmington basketball. Here's Smith. Smith on the drive, traveled with it. 11 turnovers now by Wilmington. Back in the ball game, Abdul Kanu. Coming out will be Russell, the senior. And Earlham, chance to tie or take the lead, but not before we get a timeout. Wilmington will call the timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham trailing by 2. This is Earlham basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports. Well, this has turned out to be a pretty good one here tonight as these two teams battle it out here. As Earlham had been down by 13, they've managed to come back and make a game of this one. And it looks like right now we may go right down to the wires. It'll be Earlham basketball. Here's El Dasugi and almost a turnover. Boy, you got to be careful. We talked about that in the women's game. Sometimes you just kind of turn and throw. You better make sure that the player is open. Here is Ware. Earlham still has 15 on the shot clock. That's Hutchison working against Kanu. Hutchison, fadeaway jumper, short. He got bumped a little bit. No whistle. It'll be Wilmington basketball. Well, that's a tough guard when you think Kanu at 6'6" and Darrell at about 6'3". Those long arms of Kanu made a difference. Wilmington again with the basketball in the half court, 12 on the shot clock. Here's Lewis. Fires and doesn't get the roll, and we've got a whistle and a foul underneath. Earlham foul will send Kanu to the line. Who they give that foul to? It says 30 on the board. It can't be 30. That's Blake Bonin. Either way, Kanu's going to go to the line here for Wilmington. This is a 1 in bonus. And he hits the first, 66-63. 5:55 remaining. There they go. They have that Darrell picked up the foul, his second. Mansfield back in. And sitting down will be Kevin Lewis. Jackson 13, 10 by Kanu. Myers with 10. The Quakers, Barnes leading the way off the bench with 11. Second free throw is no good. Hutchison with the rebound, still a one-possession game. Ware across the timeline once again. El Dasugi, backdoor cut intended there for Stallings, but a little bit too much English on that one. It goes out of bounds. Quakers turn it over. Earlham now with 17 turnovers here tonight. Boy, you combine that with 11 missed free throws. Two huge categories where the Quakers of Earlham have really struggled here tonight. That'll be a kick ball. Earlham shooting a respectable 47%, but those other two categories are really hard to ignore. So Wilmington basketball. And you see that clock coming up on the 5-minute mark, but still a one-possession game. Here's Smith. Gets it back, and take that back. He drives down the lane. That's going to be Mansfield. And Mansfield will go to the line. Boy, Barnes picked up another one. So Barnes now has 4. And that'll put Mansfield at the line. Jamel, the Quakers' leading scorer with 11. Stallings has 9. El Dasugi with 9. 8 by Hutchison and 7 by Rucker. Blake Bonin back in once again, and Jamel will sit down with his 4 fouls. He'll probably try to buy him a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and perhaps get him back in the ball game. Second free throw is on the way. It is no good, but offensive rebound, Wilmington, and they turn it over. Well, Myers had the offensive board, but then gave it right back. Here's El Dasugi. Guarded against Canoe, so El Dasugi will give it up as well, and Blake Bonin, who's been out of the ball game for a while. Blake, 25 minutes of action here tonight, back in the ball game. He gets double teamed at the top. Here's Ware. Ware drives down the lane. Little floater off the glass, no good. High for the rebound, Canoe. And Wilmington now with a 4-point lead. We are under the 5-minute mark. Mansfield will find Jackson. Coming out receiving will be Smith. Shot clock at 10. Smith, crossover. Jackson in the corner. Jackson takes a look at the shot clock at the other end of the floor, then drives down the lane and scores. That's a big bucket. Boy, Jackson had the presence of mind. He couldn't see the shot clock above him, so he looked at the other end. Blake across the timeline. We're going to see Rucker come back in. Haven't seen Rucker in a while. Hutchison with the basketball out front. That'll be Stallings Jr. Stallings, he'll pull up, shoot straight away and hit it. And Earlham's going to get another timeout. We're down to 4:06 in this one on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Earlham trailing by 4. This is Earlham basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners.
Well, Earlham talking about it here as we get down the backstretch of this non-conference matchup here at the Athletics and Wellness Center. We mentioned earlier, Earlham will open up conference play on Saturday on the road at Anderson. Well, they've been able to battle back from a 13-point deficit here tonight. That's been huge. Haven't been able to get over the hump, though. Earlham will press right here with, again, 4:06 remaining. Wilmington will have Jackson in the backcourt. Back in the ball game, Will Patrick, along with that young man right there, Kevin Lewis. So they have brought in at least 3 good ball handlers to try to handle the pressure. Shot fake Patrick. Patrick on the drive, the kick out now to Lewis. 10 on the shot clock. Here is Lewis. Jackson checks the shot clock again, hits another big 3. Well, that's big. He's got a pretty shot, too. Really high arcing shot. Here's Ware. Almost turns it over. Bonin will control it out front. Earlham now down here by 7. High post now to Rucker. Ware will give it off to Bonin. He'll fire from 3 himself and hit it. Boy, Blake, that's just tough to guard. If you don't get right up on him, he has such a quick release, it's hard to get to him. 72-68. Wilmington basketball. Here's Lewis on the drive. Left hand good. That's another big bucket by Wilmington. Of course, Hutch had to kind of back off on it. He has the 2 fouls, so he probably would have been okay. Earlham back the other way once again. Here's Ware. Bonin with the basketball. Boy, be careful there. That is Canoe out there with those long arms. Isaiah drives baseline, feeds in the corner to Bonin. 3, yes. I don't know how he got that one. Where in the world? He didn't even have a good angle. And he still managed to bury it in the corner. Back to a 3-point ball game. Here's Patrick. Jackson will receive out front. By the way, Blake with 11 points. Stallings Jr. with 11. Here's Myers. Patrick, blocked by El Dasugi. And Earlham has a player go down as El Dasugi blocked the shot, and he went down, and he is hurt. I don't know if he came down awkward or not, but boy, this would be a huge loss for the Earlham Quakers here down the stretch. Hopefully it's just a cramp. They're going to check him out. We'll take a quick timeout as Earlham trailing it by 3 with just under 2 minutes remaining on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Dasugi is back up as he will head to the bench. We may not see him again. He is limping there. You see him right there as Tariq got that big block shot. May have come down a little awkward because he got up there pretty high and just came down off balance. So hopefully he's okay. More for Saturday than tonight being a non-conference game. Jamel Barnes will check back in for Earlham as El Dasugi will go to the bench. Also to the bench is, by the way, Rutgers in there. But also to the bench will be Isaiah Ware. Here's a shot deep in the corner from 3, and that is Patrick. That's clutch shooting. Boy, Patrick, he had a tough shot. Earlham basketball, and we have a foul the other way. Maybe Jackson. Boy, Blake hit that big shot, and then how about Patrick deep in the corner? So Blake will go to the line. Blake has not been to the free throw line so far. Earlham is 10 of 21 from the line here tonight. 1:44 remaining in this one. It's back to a 2-possession game. Isaiah Ware will check back in. Earlham will use him. I'm sure it's going to be Bonins. They'll try to work Isaiah defensively. And that's going to be the case. So Blake's not going to go very far. This will be offense-defense, I'm sure, the rest of the way, as they'll want Blake in there to shoot the basketball. Quakers with a full-court trap right here. And what do we got now? The shot clock did not start. They're going to put 1:44 on the game clock. They put the shot clock in now 27 seconds. Well, I tell you what, that was dangerous right there. Lewis nearly stepped in bounds. Jackson back to Lewis. Still a 2-possession game right now here for Wilmington. Patrick. Big time shot on the way, good again. Patrick hits 2 big threes down the stretch for Wilmington. It's a 7-point lead. And a turnover for Jamel Barnes, and the dunk at the other end. And the turnover may cost the Quakers right here. Here is the drive, and no whistle against Hutchison. And they're going to say that Canoe stepped out of bounds. Bonin will come back in. Well, I'm sure Darryl a little frustrated. He gets hit a lot, didn't get a ton of calls. El Dasugi coming in. Rucker will sit down. And and Earlham will get a fresh 30 as Blake will inbound the basketball for Earlham. Here is Ware for three. Got it. Big bucket by Ware, and I'll tell you what, both teams is playing right now, and a foul in the backcourt. And that's going to put Wilmington at the line, Kevin Lewis, and they're going to get Blake on the foul. 56 seconds remaining. By the way, the shooting percentages have gone up both ways. Both teams now shooting at 49%. Earlham is 8 of 14 from three-point range, but only, or take that back, they are, 8 of 14 from three and only 12 of 23 from the line. Boy, got a nice roll there. So Earlham shooting 57% from beyond the arc and only 52% from 15 feet away, nobody guarding you. And it may prove to be the difference. Second free throw now by Patrick with those two big buckets. 55 seconds remaining. Isaiah on the drive. Back outside to El Dasugi for three. No. Boy, high for the rebound. That was Kevin Lewis. He skies to get it. Jackson will be fouled, and Jamel will foul out of the ball game. So now Jackson at the line. Jackson's had a nice night, 18 points, 8 of 11 shooting. Jamel Barnes will foul out of this one tonight with 11. Blake has 13. Stallings with 11. There's Stallings back in again for Earlham. Earlham, by the way, shooting 54% in the second half. Problem is, Wilmington has also shot 54% in the second half. $18 turnovers tonight for Earlham as well. Second free throw is no good, so two misses right there. But Earlham's down 2 possessions. They'll have to hurry. Bonin gets the double screen, and we've got a whistle against Wilmington. And maybe Kevin Lewis. Well, wait and see. I'm always wrong tonight. Earlham's going to come back with Anthony Phillips. So here's Blake at the line. That has been a rough night. 12 of 24. 12 missed free throws. Even if you hit half of them, you're to within 2. Second one by Blake is on the way and good. Here is Phillips in. Bonin will sit down. 31 seconds remaining. Earlham down by 7. You're essentially in a 3-possession game, and that's going to be a foul. Put the clock back to 29 seconds. Earlham has rebounded well tonight. Look at the numbers. 39 boards here tonight for Earlham. El Dasugi with 7. Hutchison with 7. Hubbard with 7. Hubbard 7 rebounds in just 12 minutes. Here's Lewis at the line now for Wilmington, and the free throw is good. Thomas Sanborn will check in. Sanborn played 3 minutes in the first half. Second free throw is no good. And Blake will bring it across the timeline. Sanborn. Quakers need to get some shots up quickly. Here is Ware. No on the three. El Dasugi with a rebound. And a turnover for the Quakers. Earlham's going to finish with 19 turnovers here tonight, as this one is going to come to a close, and Wilmington is going to win here tonight. The final score on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Wilmington beats Earlham 85-77. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Back here 85-77 as Earlham loses here tonight, and for the Earlham Quakers, they will fall now to 1-3 on the season, as now they'll prepare for their conference opener on the road at Anderson coming up on, actually 1-4, as they'll prepare for their matchup at Anderson on Saturday at 3 o'clock. Final numbers, Earlham ended up shooting 47%, Wilmington 49%. But the big numbers here tonight, Earlham 13 of 25 from the free throw line, good enough for 52%. They turned the ball over 19 times as well here tonight. Quick scoring, Jackson 18, 14 Lewis, 11 Patrick, 10 by Canoe, and 10 by Myers. Those all the players in double figures tonight for Wilmington. And for Earlham, Blake Bonin with 14, 11 by Barnes, and Stallings Jr. with 11. And again, Earlham will fall to now 1-4 on the season at Anderson coming up on Saturday. That's a 3 o'clock tip-off time. Final score from the Athletics and Wellness Center, Wilmington 85, Earlham 77. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Men's Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.